60% of the children who come out from the Northeast come for higher studies and to appear for Indian civil service. There are 3 layers, okay? So really the best educated minds want to get into Hindu college, to St. Stephen's, Miranda, Lady Shri Ram. They want to do that. Competing, it's like Indians going to MIT or Harvard or Oxford. It's about the pool of more knowledge and more glory, okay? That is there. Now the second layer is in terms of professionals who are employed in different positions in ONGC or in IT or other, who are now going and settle in. The third layer is interesting. The third layer belongs to very poor sections of the Northeast society. And many of the violence which happen to people of Northeast happen on this third layer.
While migration may be natural, acceptance, assimilation, integration, and yet maintaining uniqueness may be the most difficult thing in the world, especially if there is a high level of ignorance among the average man about the culture and habits of the people of the Northeast. The hill states of Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Nagaland are predominantly inhabited by tribes. Immigrants from Tibet, Myanmar, Thailand, West Bengal and Bangladesh have added to the population mix at various times in history.
We don't feel the democracy, that freedom, we're not feeling that. So we feel a fear, staying outside other part of India. That
I came here to learn, not intended to stay whole life, but to learn more culture, experience. Since this is my country, I want to interact with more people and all.
I think the problems are a lot actually. My ethnicity, my language, my food habit, my way of dressing, my lifestyle in general. But bottom line, it's just that somehow both me and the rest of the people around here are Indians at the end of the day. So
I always used to hang out with my friends from Bihar. I have very lot of friends who are from Bihar. Some of them are from South Indian.
I never faced any discrimination back in Gangtok, in Sikkim. Never, till my life, never. Even outside India, outside Gangtok, I've never faced. It's because I understand the more you talk, the more you interact, the more you know, and those stereotypes are gone. Then you're friends.
That people from Northeast are equal citizens of India like any other, and we have the right to settle and reside in any part within the territory of India, and we have the right to take up any profession, whichever we like.
Why would it even occur to us that we should be asking why migration, why people from Northeast should come? This is Delhi, this is the capital of India, and we are here to seek equal opportunities. Equal opportunities.
Somehow the idea of integration has to start from the mainstream, that they have to be accepted as a part and partial of the country. And then only then, when you free the periphery to do what they want to do as the mainstream does, then only we can have that perfect integrity or integration.
The northeastern states, with nearly 4% of India's total population, have 25 of the 543 seats in the Lok Sabha, about 4.6% of the total number of seats. But the issues related to the Northeast may not find enough formal representation in the higher echelons of power.
That has to change. They have to look at the Representation of People's Act. They need to rectify that. They need to relook into it. It's like in many countries, it doesn't matter, like if you belong to a family of say 30 people, but when it comes to Panchayat, one of the heads should come. If you have 30 families and you have 3 families, you can't have 15 voices drowning the other family just because there are 3.
This activism that is taking place, is it good for your community or what?
Activism is definitely good for us, good for the Northeastern people, because so far this kind of activism has not been there, and people feel certain kind of alienation and also certain kind of discrimination. So therefore most of the people think it is the right time now to raise their voice and accommodate us.
51 forest types are found in the region, home to some of the most endangered birds, animals and flowering plants in the world. Northeastern states have more than 60% of their area under forest cover, and it's among the top 25 global biodiversity hotspots in the world, with 106 globally threatened species, apart from being the home to ethnic tribes who have preserved this biodiversity and who, with development over time, could lose their unique identity. This leads to an important question: development or preservation?
It depends on what you call by development. The Northeast has never been a place where large-scale processing industries, barring tea, and to a degree oil and gas have prospered. Tea because it's natural to the region to a degree, and then the British came and they colonized the place. They saw this as a good test of entrepreneurship, plantation crops that had an international market. So they went in for this in a very big way. Oil and gas, again, they started those industries and we've been pursuing them since. But if you look around, it's very difficult to build anything which is extremely heavy, heavy industries and so on. It won't work.
There are some intellectuals and people, politicians, who think that Northeast should not be hastened into bringing industrial development and all these things, but I have a different take on that. You see, somehow we have to, in fact, learn to trade. You see, so it is utmost important for the Northeast to, in fact, open up. And meanwhile, in fact, developing industrially does not mean, stopping, or does not mean destroying the heritage or the nature of the region.
The paradox between preservation, development and aspiration is at the root of any policy to unleash the potential of the Northeast. Historically and to date, the Northeast continues to be an important physical and cultural bridge between India, East Asia and Southeast Asia. And many planners believe that 21st century Northeast has greater scope for development because of its large international borders.
They say the Northeast's development lies in harnessing political integration with the rest of India and economic integration with East and Southeast Asia. Experts from the region, however, believe Indian markets need to be tapped first.
We need to integrate also with the Indian economy. Well, if you go through Bangladesh, there's no connectivity. Now we have that opportunity. You should use the rivers to connect to Chittagong port. You should use railway lines to connect to Chittagong port, which is one of the best seawater ports in the area. Because ultimately, connecting to Southeast Asia, all this stuff will happen by ship. By road and railways, you can carry limited amounts of transport and goods.
If you come to the Northeast, Manipuri women are amazing entrepreneurs. Like, they are weaving every day. We have an entire market full of women who are run by about 5,000 women. They call it the Ima Market, Mothers Market in Imphal. And it's all over the state. So there is a huge entrepreneurial spirit. What is lacking is the market linkage. So a lot of products get sold there, like products woven by women and men there. But then we need market linkages. That is lacking. Delhi Haat coming and selling in ITTF, which is Indian Trade Fair, or Delhi Haat is not enough. We've got to market the products of the Northeast. Northeast is one of the most entrepreneurial regions of India.
India is looking for a partnership with ASEAN, both within BIMSTEC and the India-ASEAN Summit Dialogue, to enhance the economic and security interests, particularly of the East and the Northeast.
It may still act as a bridgehead, not a bridge. The bridge is across Burma. You need a bridgehead. The question is, what is a bridgehead going to gain? So there's a lot of cynicism about the policy, saying that it really hasn't benefited the Northeast in terms of investment or in terms of opportunities and so on. It's benefited Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal. Why? Because there are ports.
If we open border trade through our territory, then definitely all sector this border trade or trade and business will, in my opinion, pull up other sector, and lot many development will occur.
When they developed this policy, they have failed to include a lot of Northeast voices. So that is something that we have critiqued about. But definitely linking with Southeast Asia would be a very amazing market. But at the same time, it should be linked with, we want products of Assam and Manipur to be used by people in Mangalore or in Kerala. Our products are equally beautiful, durable, craft. So why not just Southeast Asia, but why not people from other parts of India too?
This brings to a close this report, the first in our series on the Northeast. Every week we intend to bring you a report about the issues related to the Northeast, a place that is the unexplored paradise. Thanks very much for watching and see you again.